Need to get another tailor's kit.
Well, I never. Fuck. Wash up, brother. Heart in your mouth. It's a sign from God, Pepper. A foretaste of what we'll do with the liquid loot we take from the foe.
What's going on there? Who's there?
Ooh. Oh, that's Dangler. Not bad, not bad.
They took to their heels as soon as they saw the pair of you. Can't say the same.
Let me get all my loot, brother.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love.
Hey, who's there? What?
Who's there?
Bro, be quiet.
Should I call you brother? I'm gonna call you brother. Alright? If them Bearmans can do it, so can we. Who gives a damn about what anyone thinks? Right, Dangler? I mean, brother? Let them think what they like. Right, brother? You like me too, don't you? Yeah. Of course. I like you too.
I was gonna say, you gonna let me sit?
They left us some damn good booze here. And as my old man used to say, the fire of battle must be quenched. Of course, the only battle he was ever in was with Ma. But still, it fits. Anyway, I hope you'll drink with us.
Hey, Henry. Fancy throwing some dice?
Sure. Why look a gift horse in the mouth?
My words exactly. Me and the lads were just saying how we know nothing about you. Most of the folk around here have hardly been further than the village market. But you must have seen a thing or two.
I'll lend you my dice cup.
That I have. I suppose you heard about the raising of Skallets.
Aye, I heard. And Radzig told me you're from there. But that's probably not the kind of story to go with wine and good cheer.
Do you know Talmberg?
Aye, I do. It's that castle on the hill, not far from here.
That's right. Sir Divish is the lord there. You might have heard he was locked up in his own castle for 7 years by another lord he had some dispute with.
I remember hearing something about that. How did he get out?
His wife, Lady Stephanie, managed to get justice for him in the end, with the help of the provincial council.
Right. But I thought you were going to tell us something about yourself, Henry.
I'm getting there. It's to do with the young lady Stephanie. She took a liking to me and asked me to help her get some things for her cousin's wedding, which I did. And she was very, very grateful.
So the lady was nice to you. That's a charming story. Not exactly bard material.
No, you don't get it, Kuno. She was very grateful.
What are you... No. Never. You and the lady of the castle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise for me, too.
Are you mad? Did it cross your mind what her husband could do?
No, I suppose. But I was caught up in the moment.
Jesus, Henry. Let me give you a word of advice. We're not from here, so it doesn't matter much. But I wouldn't go telling that story around these parts.
Of course not, don't worry.
Tell us another.
I was trying to track down these bandits who raided the Neuhof stud farm, and the trail led to Ujitz. I made the acquaintance of the parish priest there.
Oh, I've heard some stories about him. Apparently he's quite a character.
That's putting it mildly. But he does keep his word, and he sure knows how to drink.
A typical man of the cloth, eh?
I don't know about other priests, but Godwin can booze like a master. So we ended up in the local tavern. What can I tell you? Wine, women, and song, you know how it goes. Well, we lost track of time a little, and then the bailiff came barging in and tells us it's past curfew and we're to clear out.
Was he on his own?
No, he had some men with him. I'm not sure how many. It's all a little blurry. Anyway, we explained to him politely that we had no intention of ending our enjoyment. So, after a bit of discussion with the bailiff, we carried on. Next morning, Godwin was as green as a frog and hardly able to walk. And then he realised he had to say mass.
That's a show I'd like to see.
Well, he couldn't do it. So he got me to preach the sermon.
You? Preaching? You're joking.
Well, I did my best. Of course, I wasn't in great shape myself, so I'm not sure what the flock made of it.
My word, you're a dark horse. Tell us another.
Let's just drink, eh?
Those are the words of a man.
Let me guess we're gonna get attacked. Surprised I'm not getting teleported everywhere. Where in the world did they go? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Wasn't I supposed to do something in Ushitz? Pretty sure this is your shits over here.
Yeah.
There it is, toasted. Can't even sprint.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Sir Hanish, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Valdensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much, but what form does the heresy take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor. How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
I see.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
Well, I'm not from Ushitz exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking. You'll have a much better chance of learning their secrets.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Very well, then. How can I help you, then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ushitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
I wonder if I could just kill this dude. Quest item. Brother, I'm gonna need some light.
fucking killer. I saw you with my own. If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to.
Are you pulling my pizzle?
That's how you.
You call that combat?
How did he see me through there?
I'll squash you like the louse you are.
Alright. I saw it with my own two eyes. You're a killer. First saw me through like 3 different walls. Not really sure why they're ringing the bell in the middle of the night. Oh, it's almost daytime.
Where could he have vanished to?
Bro, how do you see me?
He can't have gotten.
Surrender! You're under arrest for breaking the. Give up. Fuck! Don't. You'll get what for. So fun at last.
Wonder if it's just that one guy that's just impossible to kill. Like as soon as you kill them, like they instantly aggro on you or something. Alright, let's try reading here then. This account was written down by a scribe. Mr. Borislav scribed to the Archbishop recording the testimony given by the questioned heretic, whereby the interrogation was conducted by the Very Reverend Jan of Ossik, Monsignor and Vicar to the Archbishop, and the lawful rite of torture was carried out by the town executioner Francis called Shanks in the town jail according to the resolution of the town council. At first, the captive heretic, 1 Peter of Hadric, did refuse to give testimony, whereupon the executioner was instructed to encourage him to do so by the performance of arts. Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter of Hadric did long resist the executioner's persuasions. However, he did finally respond to a query as to the place of assembly of the other heretics known to him, that they did meet in the township of Ushitz. When the vicar then asked the prisoner to elaborate, that is, who they were and in what house they assembled, Peter of Hadric again fell into silence. The executioner was again obliged to exercise his persuasive art, which in due course the vicar ordered him to desist, for the prisoner was greatly fatigued, whereupon he did suddenly find his voice and began to respond at length to the repeated query. As to where he met with other heretics, the vicar thereupon decreed that the testimony of the prisoner be written down verbatim. May the Lord forgive me for hearing these heretical speeches, which by my duty to Holy Mother Church I am bound to set down in writing this day. Thus spoke the heretic. I began my pilgrimage in Ushitz, a den of iniquity, where the people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once, and at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. With the proud Babylon tower, I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go, so I fell upon my knees and prayed. And my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went through the sinful land. Suddenly I heard the sound of a 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. Then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then I finally saw the gateway to the garden of paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was a good Christian. Let me enter therein. These were the last words uttered by the heretic Peter of Hadric, for he did breathe his last. The vicar did then state that his death was surely the work of Lucifer to silence his tongue before the ears of the servants of God. The executioner thereupon took umbrage and made conceited objections, for which his wage was cut by 3 groschen, and he was admonished not to repeat such remarks, especially in the presence of a servant of Holy Mother Church. The body of the heretic was buried outside the cemetery wall as befits, so that it should not corrupt hallowed ground. Thereby the case of the heretic Peter of Hadric was brought to a close in accordance with ecclesiastical law. Um, so I need to go east, I guess.
Yeah.
Said he went to a crossroads. What's so interesting about it? These the two bridges. And a straw. So scarecrows. Or did it come this way and go over the left bridge? And these are the men of straw. I would think so.